The discovery began with roadworks near Kiryat Gat in southern Israel. What emerged from the soil was not a single artifact, but a vast field of flint debris, cores, flakes, and long, razor-sharp blades. Archaeologists soon realized they were standing in the middle of something extraordinary, the remains of a blade manufacturing workshop unlike any found before in this region. The site dates back about 5,500 years, to the early Bronze Age, a time when farming villages were growing into proto-cities and metal was beginning to appear, yet stone still held a dominant place in daily life. Here, flint was worked on a scale that feels almost industrial. The blades were long, uniform, and expertly crafted. These were not crude tools. They were standardized products, shaped by specialists whose skill was rare. The Israel Antiquities Authority noted that only exceptional individuals could create such blades, their craft passed down like a guarded secret. The workshop was no small hut. Excavations revealed a settlement stretching over half a kilometer, riddled with hundreds of subterranean pits. Some were lined with mud brick, used for storage, others for living, and still others for ritual. Across this expanse, flint working dominated, leaving the ground littered with production waste. The scale suggests not a household economy, but a hub supplying entire communities, perhaps even a regional trade network across the Levant. The purpose of this production remains debated. Many blades were likely fitted into sickles for harvesting grain, others used as knives or daggers. But archaeologists also uncovered caches of unused blades deliberately buried in the earth. Was this ritual? A symbolic offering of tools to the gods or perhaps to ancestors? If so, the workshop was not only an economic center, but a place where craft and belief fused. In its time, the Kiryat Gat settlement would have been a sign of urban life emerging in the Levant, organized labor, economic specialization, trade, and ritual all interwoven. Flint here was more than stone. It was currency, power, and symbol. And in this desert floor, long before factories, the rhythm of production echoed, strike after strike, blade after blade. Today, these artifacts are destined for display at Jerusalem's National Campus for the Archaeology of Israel, where they will reveal to the public a forgotten industry, an early experiment in mass production from 5.5 millennia ago. But the mystery endures. Why were so many blades needed? Who commanded their creation, farmers, warriors, or priests? And what compelled people to bury perfect tools instead of using them?